So this is a brief overview of what it takes to get the Cadillac CTS-V 6-piston calipers on the front of your 98 through 02 Camaro or Firebird. So basically the kit is almost bolt-on. Well, it's not really a kit. I mean, you just have to get all the parts from wherever, but everything is almost bolt-on. You just have to make a few modifications. For example, the rotor, you have to drill out the hub here on the rotor to F-body specs. So just take your two new front rotors to a machine shop with your old rotor and just have them match up the center bore. You should be good. Should be anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks. Anything more than that, I don't think it's worth it. And just look elsewhere. Also, the bolt holes back, the mounting bolts for the caliper, or the holes, have to be drilled out to 9/16. Both of these. Just start off with a 1/2 inch drill bit and then move on to a 9/16, and they should fit perfectly. Also, another custom part is custom brake lines to adapt them. You can get these from FlyNBye.com. They are around $70 for the pair, and they fit perfectly, and they're great. Aside from that, everything is pretty much off the shelf. They're off the shelf CTS-V pads, pin kit, caliper, and rotor. I mean, the modifications are very small that you have to make, and they can be done in an afternoon, just as long as you have everything ready. One thing I did want to mention is the pin kit, which is this here that holds the caliper, the pads to the caliper. They run about maybe 50 bucks or more from the dealer, but if you buy them from Centric, the pads from Centric, which is the company that makes StopTech, they come included with the pads, and it's about $40 to $50 for the pads and the pin kit for both sides. So I think that's a deal. Same thing with the rotor. I got it from Centric because they make StopTech and they make pretty good products. Other things you may or may not need depending on the wheels you're running, because you do need 18-inch wheels, but you may need a spacer. I have one here which is 8mm. I am running 9.5 aftermarket Z06 wheels, 18s obviously. They're 9.5 inches wide, but I did need an 8mm spacer, which you can get from eBay. You may need a bigger spacer or a smaller spacer, but that really depends on your wheel. Also, if you do get a spacer, make sure you get extended wheel studs. These are from ARP. They're not very expensive. I think I paid $15 for each set of 5. They're ARP, made in USA, so it's good stuff. That's about it for everything you need. I mean, you're going to need obviously brake fluid. I just get .4 from AutoZone. Works fine. But everything pretty much bolts on. You obviously need new caliper bolts since you're making the holes bigger and your stock ones won't work. But that's pretty much it. So this is what it looks like with the wheel off. I mean, they're pretty huge compared to stock, and they will not fit in a 17-inch wheel. If you go with the 4 pistons off the 2004 to 2007 CTS-V, those will fit with minor grinding, but these are just way too big. Also, another thing about the rotor, you can either use 2009 to 2015 CTS-V or 2010 to 2015 Camaro SS brake rotor. Either one you use, you still have to burr out the center, just get that done at a machine shop. People have used the C6 Z06 brake rotor, but it does not fit for these pads. You can make it work, but it won't. The pads won't sit on the rotor completely, so don't use that. Either use the Camaro SS or CTS-V. So like I said, that's what it looks like with the wheels off, and let me go around and I'll show you what it looks like with the wheels on. That's pretty much it. I think it looks great. See, they don't hit the caliper. It's a great cheap upgrade if you don't want to get a full-on kit like from Willwood or whoever. It's a great upgrade. Thanks for watching.